me about your background, your Native American heritage.
My mom is Choctaw and Cherokee, and I grew up on the Navajo Reservation of all things. My dad was transferred around the country with an oil and gas company, and that's how we ended up on the reservation. The rugs in the background are my trademark signature and the beadwork. The beadwork, I love it because it stands out. You can see the three-dimensional. The rugs in the background, the texture. The texture is, to me, you can see quilts from the Native Americans. You can see the rugs. You can see all the textures that are throughout the Americas. And I like to paint that. For some reason, I'm just drawn to that.
You also, because of this, document a lot of things that the young people aren't always learning this. They're now starting to come back to it.
Yes.
But you're actually documenting their heritage as well, your own heritage.
I am. My son also took up beadwork with my mom, and he learned an awful lot. What I'm impressed about is people lose their heritage. They lose those things. You find that children don't pick up the rugs from their parents, the moms, when they're working on the reservation. The beadwork, the rugs, the pottery, these are all part of that life, and it's community life. And that's part of Native American, is the community and how you integrate with the community and your family.
And your work, though, is collected as well around the country at several museums.
It is in museums. It's international. The first museum that ever collected my work was a piece that I did for an archaeologist, and it's in Mexico City. Mexico City, the History and Anthropology Museum.
Oh, wonderful.
And I did a piece for him, a commission piece that's 4 foot by 5 foot, documenting his work and what he had been doing for 25 years. Pueblo Grande Museum has several of my pieces in their collection, permanent collection, and Charlotte Hall Museum here in Arizona also.
Well, that is very exciting. Now, you have been doing this full-time since '91, is that correct?
I've been doing painting since 1989.
Oh, my goodness.
And I didn't pick up the paintbrush until 1989.
So a late bloomer, so to speak.
I was a late bloomer. I was doing pencil. I could do pencil. I've always drawn since I was a child. I did a lot of pastels. But it was the oils. I didn't have a lot of money, and that was one of the things that you needed to have a lot of money for at the time.
Do your oils.
To do the oils.
What is your education background? Where did you go to school? I mean, as far as art, did you?
I did not until 1991, and I went to Scottsdale Art School. And Jim Daly was one of the most inspirational people I'd ever met because he was doing portraiture. And at the time, I was doing a lot of landscapes and portraits and Western work. A lot of historical references. Working with the archaeology helped me to do historical research. And so that's how I got started. And Jim helped me create stories. That's what his work was about. And then I took a class in Flagstaff, $10, once a week if she was available. And she helped me. I just needed association. I was very shy, very, very shy, and didn't talk to a lot of people.
Not secure with your talent.
Not secure at all.
Yeah.
And I needed that. I needed that association with people. And my first art show was in Prescott.
Up in Prescott, sure.
And I won an award, and I was so impressed. I took second place, and I met Ray Swanson, and Pat Happenstall was one of my friends.
And now here you are, a member of the Western Artists of America.
Isn't it glorious?
It's wonderful.
It is a fabulous place to be when people are truly bonded together in the art community. This is a very powerful community. Artists have a responsibility to take care of other up-and-coming artists. They also have a responsibility to the people that are in their, I guess you would say, their echelon, their class. And it's impressive because we have a lot of teaching to do. We have a lot of people that need to know history, need to know the stories of these artists and what creates the most wonderful art in the world.
And here you are now able to, at some point, I see you teaching other young artists how to do the beading so that people want to come up and touch it as well.
That's one of my goals. That's one of my goals. I've always said that the inspiration, anybody can paint, but the inspiration and the gift come with the fact that the passion behind what you do.
And you've definitely got passion. I appreciate you visiting with me today. Thank you so much. And you have been in the DM Zone. Come back soon.